The bottom line is Porsha did not want to share the spotlight. That's it.
What do it, y'all? This your girl, Such a Craziness. I'm coming to you, and you with another word on the street segment. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. So, NeNe Leakes says that she's open to reconciling with Porsha Williams. Now, you know they had a little drama in the past, but we're gonna get into that. So, on this past Tuesday, BOSSIP's managing editor Dani joined NeNe Leakes for a lively tea time segment on the NeNe Leakes Show, and I must say, NeNe Leakes, you doing your thug thizzle on that. Clock that, okay? She's definitely doing her thug thizzle. So during this chat, Dani brought up Porsha's recent YouTube video.
You came up on Porsha Williams' YouTube channel. Now, first of all, it's named after a quote you said, "Don't make me call Porsha."
Don't make me call Porsha.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So don't make me call Porsha. Porsha said that she would be open to reconciling with you.
Listen, life is short. That's what I say. Life is short. This year, a lot of the cast and me personally have had a lot of loss in my family, and so life is short. And so the right situation, the right conversation can absolutely be had. I don't think there's anything there is this completely to the point to where there couldn't be a conversation.
Of course she would, honey.
The last I checked, you guys weren't in the best place after the Upshaws.
Let's rewind. Let's rewind.
A disappointing video, but nonetheless, here goes. So earlier this week, I was told by my management company that the Netflix scripted series called The Upshaws were interested in casting me for a part. In Upshaws, it's Mike Epps and Wanda Sykes. Directing this particular episode is Kim Fields. I was excited to do it. It's a comedy. I love comedy. I used to have a comedy show out on the road. Some of you guys know. So comedy is something that I love to do, and was really happy to do it. As the talks went on, we agreed upon whatever we agreed upon. I was to fly out to LA on Tuesday. They told me that Porsha Williams Gubadia was also playing in this particular series. She would be side by side with me. I haven't seen Porsha. We always have a good laugh when we see each other. So I was just like, okay, so me and Porsha are going to do this part. I get to LA on Tuesday. They tell me to go straight to the studios. I need to go into wardrobe. Once I got into wardrobe, I'd chosen to wear like this silver color. They showed me a picture of Porsha. They said Porsha's wearing something similar in color, and maybe I would choose something else because we were going to be, side by side doing this scene. No problem. I gave them a whole different look. They told me we were going to be having rehearsal. At rehearsal, I didn't see Porsha. There was a stand-in. We broke for lunch. We came back. We were going to do a whole run-through. I still didn't see Porsha. I'm just waiting to see Porsha, right? I'm excited to see Porsha. I'm like, well, I want to, wait till Porsha set so me and her can chop it up. So Porsha never came. We wrapped for the evening. I went back to my hotel. When I got to my hotel, production called me and asked me if I had any issues with any housewives because they were going to be recasting the other position. And I was like, oh my God, no, like what? And they were going to recast the position that Porsha was playing. And I was like, what? Why? And they said, do you have any issues with Kim Zolciak, Cynthia Bailey, Marlo Hampton? And I was like, no, like I just saw Kim recently and we talked. I talked to Cynthia Bailey often. I talked to Marlo Hampton often. No, like they ultimately cast Cynthia Bailey and she was flown out to LA on Wednesday. We did the part together. I was later told that Porsha did not show up to work and had said that she did not want to work with me, that we had issues from the past. and she did not want to work with me. Let me take that in for a second. Listen, I am more than disappointed. Porsha and I have double dated a few times, okay? Okay. Simon had a birthday. We were all in Miami together. We hung out for the whole weekend to celebrate Simon's birthday. We all decided one weekend to go to Vegas to see Usher. We all went to Vegas to see Usher, couples. I was in Dubai. Porsha and Simon were in Dubai. We all hung out. I am shocked to hear that Porsha would go to a production company and say that she doesn't want to work with me because we've had a lot of issues in the past. What lots of issues that we had in the past. Mind you guys, I haven't been a housewife in over 4.5 years, okay? Besides that, as black women, okay, when you call a black woman angry, difficult, we've got problems, I can't work with them on set, that is a death trap for a black woman in the industry. We don't have any issues that we can't work together. We are professionals. We get on set and we work together and do what we got to do. Your issues in the past, if you had to pick a housewife, it certainly wouldn't be with me. It would have been with Kenya. It would have been with Candy. Those were your major issues. We've had petty things. We're on a reality show. So we obviously are going to have some sort of issues, but we've not had anything where we could not work together. I'm sad and disappointed that Porsha would go to any company and say that she's had issues with me and we cannot work together. That is a lie. I text her. So it's not like I'm doing this video, I didn't text her. I text her. And she sent me a text back saying that she's going through her divorce and I didn't reach out to little sis. Are you serious? You and your husband were just happy and smiling in Dubai. I thought you guys were having a fight and maybe you guys are going to get back together. I don't know what y'all personal business are. I don't want to be nosy, okay? I don't want to invade your privacy. Maybe you need some time. I don't know what you need. I was happy to see her and talk to her and chop it up then. I don't want to pry. Yes, Yanni and Simon are hanging out together, but that has nothing to do with me. I'm not hanging out with Simon. Yanni's hanging out with Simon. I can't change this relationship with that man. I wouldn't let him change my relationship with Porsha. It's disappointing. It's very disappointing that you would do that. It's very disappointing. And people need to stop. They need to stop doing that. That's not right.
When you said you didn't want to share the spotlight.
The bottom line is Porsha did not want to share the spotlight. That's it. And professionals can share the spotlight. Porsha is not a star. She is a Bravo celebrity. Be clear.
And so she said life is short. With the right conversation, you guys can get back on the same page.
Oh, Porsha, no you didn't. No, you didn't say you would reconcile with moi.
With what? With you, girl. Would you be open to
Well,
that?
of course you would, sweetheart. Because I never did shit to you in the first place, okay?
Well.
So, yeah, of course you would. Mm-hmm. Listen, when I said what I said about Porsha, I say it again, because what happened.
Yes.
Like, I'm not one of those people who just walk around in my everyday life just lying about stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it just don't work for me. Mm-hmm. I'd rather tell you the truth. You know what? I'm really not a good liar. Mm-hmm. A lot of times when I lie, I laugh because I can't even believe I'm saying this shit.
Right.
Like, am I really telling y'all a lie right now?
Right.
So I just tell people what it is. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it comes off harsh. Yeah. A lot of times there's nothing really meant behind it from me. I kind of say stuff and just kind of move on, right? Mm-hmm. And sometimes other people don't move on. And I too have to learn not to be so harsh and so hard.
Yeah.
But I said what I said. It was the truth. It really happened. Mm-hmm. She was going through a divorce with Simon. Mm-hmm. I go through so many things in my life that I just keep to myself because I just keep them to myself, right? And I go through things. And a lot of times, because you're a strong person and an independent person, a lot of people think that you're not going through anything or you don't hurt or, you know, they just don't check on you as much. My entire family is guilty of that. They be like, oh, please, NeNe will be fine.
Right, she's good.
Yeah, she's good. Leave her over
It
there,
all
child.
looks good on
Yeah,
social.
she's fine.
Yes.
And Porsha was going through a divorce, and I think she said something like, I didn't check on her or something like that. Girl, this ain't your first divorce, number one. And it's just, maybe I could have checked on her. I honestly didn't even think about it like that.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't. And at the same time, you just don't understand what other people are going through. I have been dealing with a lot over the past 4.5 years, probably a little bit longer than that. But I just continue to move forward and push forward. So sometimes I say to my friends, give them a little grace.
Yes.
Like, you don't know what the person is going through and what they're dealing with. So they forgot to call you or check in on you this time.
Right.
But if it was something that was consistently happening, then I see you saying, this is not a good friend of mine. But somebody that maybe missed it once or twice, to give them a little grace. Who knows what they were going through that day?
Yeah.
You
didn't
know,
have that
so
intention.
I don't have a problem with reconciling with Porsha, but I'm gonna tell about herself first, honey. So when do you want to have drinks so we can fix this Porsha? Oh, welcome to the NeNe Leakes Show, girl. Come on over.
Absolutely.
I love to have you, girl. And you know my number, so call me anytime. No hard feelings over here. We love you. Mwah.
Well, what y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you on the next one.